Web3 is the game changer in the modern world. It has becoming the most popular and advanced technology on the base of decentralized apps and blockchain technology. Blockchain technology typically functions via consensus algorithms, which are proof of work or proof of stake. Blockchain is a distributed ledger technology that allows you to keep the records across multiple computers, known as nodes. These nodes verify or prove data within the ledger. Each ledger have its own block, which is organized by a blockchain called information or metadata. This node first verify, approve and store data within the ledger and form a block. This block have a specific information which become a chain. This block have a unique identifier and a cryptographic hash which protect your data from anyone in the network. When data is stored in the block, it is permanently stored. You cannot change or delete data. Now let's see how does a blockchain works functionally. This user is requesting for a transaction. This transaction could be for cryptocurrency and minting an NFTs. This requested transaction is created as block. This block have unique identifier and transaction hash. Okay, therefore it's mutually distributed in the network. This network could be Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Avalanche, Polygon, blockchains. Okay, every single node in this network first approve and verify block transaction hash. For this work, they receive a reward by a mechanism which is proof of work and proof of stake called consequences algorithm. And during this execution, this block is added into the blockchain. When this block is added into the blockchain, a unique contract address, or you can say a unique cryptographic hash, is consoled, okay, by blockchain, which is the success of transaction completion. That's why blockchain works. Maybe you clearly see how a blockchain works. Okay, and that's it. This is a clear difference between Web 1, Web 2 and Web 3. Okay, now let's deep dive into the NextJS because we are developing our site with the NextJS, the React framework for production NextJS. It gives you the best developer experience with all the features that you need for production. NextJS have incredible features. Now let's talk about the first one is hybrid static generation, which boosts your website performance and maintenance, such as SEO and much more. Now let's talk about concurrent mode. Concurrent mode is adjust your device capabilities and network speed of your website. It's also increase your performance and maintenance for every device on different environments. Now the most important and core feature is prefetching. This prefetching is also called hydration in React. It has two methods: static generation. Static generation is technique we generate your web pages at build time and will be reused on each request. Now let's talk about server-side rendering, which is another prefetching method. It generates your web page on each request. This request is depend on your APIs and much more. Now let's take a demo what we are developing today. So this is our project we are building today. Even we deployed on the Vercel. Okay, that's so cool, guys. This is very simple, unique, incredible project. Now just hit connect and boom, Metamask wallet is notified to connect with Metamask. Okay, that's so cool. hit next, hit connect, and boom, wallet is connected. If I open the Metamask, and you can see we have the balance 0.07898, and the network is connected, which is Ringkibi. Okay, and the account address is starting from 0x31f. Okay, cool. Similarly, we have there 0.07898. The balance address also same, and the network is also Ringkibi. Okay, that's so cool, guys. Now we have a pop-up menu there in which it said wallet is connected. Okay, network is Ringkibi, and a disconnect button. Guys, in this project we are using 100 ETH NFTs collection. This is very cool, unique, slick, and super. Okay, now let's see how this project is working. I want to mint this NFT Sky Eticon. Okay, the price of NFT is 0.01 ETH, and just hit mint NFTs, and boom, we have a notification and minting the NFTs. Okay, after some time the wallet is popped up and say you wanna mint. Yeah, I want to mint the NFT. Boom, wallet is popped up. It says from account 1 on Ringkibi test network, someone is minting the NFT. We need to just pay the gas, hit confirm, and the process is executing. After some time, NFT is minted. Okay, boom, it says that you want. Okay, we have notification NFT minted successfully, and our balance is decreased as soon as even we have a claim address. Okay, there we have transaction ID, there we have gas limits, there we have gas usage, and much more. Okay, now I want to show this NFT in the Opeansea. Just hit view collection, and boom, guys, if I come back, boom, we have Sky Eticon. This is so cool, guys. This is so cool. I just need to refresh this one, and boom, everything is dynamic. Even the analytics also dynamic. We have total NFTs 18, the claimed NFTs 9, unclaimed NFTs 9. Okay, and now the Sky Eticon has disappeared. So this is the beauty of our site, guys. We are working on a real-time blockchain by a testnet. Okay, in the Opeansea you can see we have collection of NFTs. Okay, you can sell, you can make offer for the future. Okay, that's so cool. Even we have NFTs metadata. Okay, that's good. If I hit click, and this is our collection. Now let's deep dive into the code. And there we go. As usual, I just opened the VSCode with a blank folder. Okay, the folder name is Mint NFTs YouTube. That's good. And some most prerequisites you should be must followed. First, install NodeJS in your system. Okay, and hit download, and this will be installed. You can choose LTS and current version. It's depend on you. After downloading, go to command prompt, just hit node v, and it will show you the version, means that your NodeJS is installed. Similarly, just check npm v. Okay, I am using yarn instead of npm because yarn is very faster than npm. I am just hitting the yarn v, and it's showing me the version, means to say that yarn is installed already in my system. For installing the yarn, just type yarn install. You will see this site, just run this command and yarn will be installed. Okay, that's great. Now let's move back to VSCode. In that terminal, just click new terminal and I am choosing command prompt from there and boom. Okay, that's cool. In there I just installing my project. Okay, npx create next app. Okay, and our app name, but here we have already selected folder. I just hit dot slash. Again I just increase the font size. I also annotate. You need to just follow these commands. npx create next app dot slash. Okay, that's cool. Hit enter and the project will install in some minutes. And it's saying me, you want to proceed your create next app? Yes, I want to proceed. Boom. Now it is installing. Okay, till it is installing, I'll be back soon. And the project is installed. Just clear screen. Okay, and npm run dev, and there we go, we have our project. Okay, just close all the tabs and project is running. Boom, we have NextJS web app. Guys, that's so cool. Yeah, okay, cool. I forgot to mention the something which is very important. In that project we are using Tailwind CSS. Guys, Tailwind CSS is very fast, cool, unique and easy to use. Okay, and just go to the docs. We are using version 3. Again go to the docs and there we go, we have Tailwind CSS. Okay, now go to the framework guides. In there we have NextJS. There we have all prerequisite commands to installing the Tailwind CSS in NextJS. First, copy this command from this. Okay, dash the Tailwind CSS post CSS auto prefixer. Now move back, close the terminal, CLS, and there yarn add. Okay, hit paste and boom, it is installing. And Tailwind CSS installed. Move back to the browser, just copy this command npx Tailwind CSS init -p. -p is for post CSS prefixer. Okay, cool. Move back, Control V, and boom, it generates two files. One is for post CSS and other one is for tailwind config.js. Okay, there we need to just configure our modules. Okay, now just copy all the assets from there and move back to tailwind config.js, hit save, Control V, and boom. Okay, cool. Go to the styles folder. In there we have a one more file, global.css. Instead of all this CSS, I am going back to the browser and copy this one from there. Okay, and move back to the global.css, Control V, hit save, and add a one more thing, which is add layer on the base. I want this one at apply, margin 0, padding should be 0. Okay, list style should be none. Okay, and font should be normal. That's great. Hit save and just delete all the raw files which we are not using. Go to the public folder. Instead of in the pages folder, we have index.js. In there, I am going to remove all the stuff and creating a new file create NFC next functional component. Guys, I just generated my own assets for these components. Okay, the component name should be capital. I am changing in text. Okay, that's so cool. Now instead of this one, I am just displaying the message welcome to the NFTs and add a class name. Okay, and text should be red 500. Text should be bold, or sorry, font weight should be bold. Okay, that's cool. And for excitement, I am just printing some tools which is should be yo, let's go. Okay, cool. Yeah, great. Now just npm run dev and Tailwind CSS is compiling, server is running, everything is cool. Go back on our NextJS app, hit refresh, and there we go. We have a message welcome to NFTs. Even Tailwind CSS has applied. That's so cool, guys. That's so cool. And you must be installed some extensions before working. Okay, the first one is ES7 React Redux. Okay, the other one is GitHub theme. If you want to install, it's on you. The other one is IntelliSense for CSS. The most important is Tailwind CSS, IntelliSense. Okay, why I am using Tailwind CSS IntelliSense? I hit space, the suggestions are coming of Tailwind CSS. That's due to this extension. That's great. Okay, cool. Now we are starting our actual project which we already developed, and in there we have this navbar in which we have this logo, this button, this connect component. At the bottom we have this footer. Without the wastage of time, now just develop this one. Okay, go back in the index.js. First import head from next/head. Okay, in there add a title. Guys, you notice at the top we just install the project, we have localhost 3000, but we want this one mint ethicons title. Okay, great. Now move back to the VSCode. In this title, mint ethicons jsstack. Okay, great. And the title is added mint ethicon jsstack. Great. In there, add a link of your favicon. The relation will be favicon. Okay, href/favicon.pycode. This is the absolute path from this folder. Okay, great. Add one more tag which is for your responsiveness of your site. It is not compulsory, it is optional, but I recommended you should be added this meta tag. Okay, that's great. You can add more meta tags, description, author, just like at SEO. NextJS provides the best SEO. Okay, that's great. Now at this level, just close your folders. Add one more folder, components. Add a file navbar.js. In there hit command NFC next functional component, create one more folder footer.js, one more command NFC connect.js, which will be NFC, create. And guys, if you are worrying about how I am typing all these snippets by default, great. Go to the file, open the file. In Windows, you have C drive in which your Windows is installed, but in Linux, you have at the home users folder. In this users, you have your username, just like jsstack, that's my computer username. In this, we have a .VSCode. Okay, in the Linux also you have this folder. Go to .VSCode folder, extensions, add this extension ES7 React.js snippets. There you have libraries, snippets, generator, JSON. In there, just search RFC, but there RFC I changed from NFC, which is next functional component. I just changed the name, I just changed the snippet, I just changed the prefix, and my snippets is working for NextJS. Okay, that's cool. In index.js, first of all, just call Navbar.js. Okay, great. Move back, and boom, Navbar is displaying. Okay, that's so cool. In between, just call connect.js, also footer.js. Okay, move back, and boom, we have all those components. Great. And my friends, this project is static. Okay, means to say that we are working on just index.js. We are not using layouts, not using server API, and not more pages. But in upcoming project, we are using multi-page sites. We will use layouts in the NextJS. Okay, I want you will comment at below which you want to develop at very first. Okay, great. Go to the navbar.js. In there, first add a JSX component which is header, or you can say JSX element and tag. JSX stands for JavaScript XML language, which is compiled version of HTML in the JavaScript. Okay, great. In there we have nav, and the most important one is next/link. In this one video, you will learn NextJS incredible techniques, everything about NextJS, and much more. Great. In there, we are using next image. Guys, this next image component will optimize our images on the server side rendering. If I go to the Google and search NextJS images and go to the documentation, it will say this next image component is fully optimized. Okay, you are also know about source width height in the image component, but these optional props will be important in the NextJS layout of the image and loader, at which time you want to load your image, different sizes for your web pages, sites, quality, priority, placeholder, and much more. Even you can set an hook which is used for there we have on loading complete. On loading complete, I want to display this image. That's great. But today in this video we will see some optional props in the image component for the optimization of our image. Okay, first add the source. This source will be this. I provide you link in the description. You can download from there. Even I provide you all the code by a GitHub link. Okay, an alternative prop very important in next React JS web apps. Okay, third web slash logo. Okay, in there you have width, which is 45, and height, which is also 45, and maybe 43. Yeah, add a priority. The image will be considered at first priority when the page is loaded. Okay, great. Decoding will be async. Great. And now object fit will be contained. Okay, cool. I go back to my site, add tier, hit refresh. You can say this is error, but actually this is a warning. It says that failed prototype href accept string object in the link component. Okay, great. Move back to there. In this link component, add an href. In the React we have two, but there we have href slash. Great. And also pass href, just simple. Okay, move back. Now we need to just rerun our server. npm run dev. Okay, server is running. Go back, hit refresh, and it is refreshing in some times. Okay, we have one more warning. It says server error. Server error is just warning because it says invalid source props. Why? In the NextJS we need to configure the host name of our image source. Okay, go to the next.js. In there we have next.config.js. In this next.config.js, add images object. In this image object we have domains. We need to define domains which we are using in our project. Okay, go back, and the host name is verified by this one, raw github user content.com. Okay, wait, go back, hit save. Now again we need to rerun our server. Okay, found a changes in the config, so restart the server. That's great. I want to terminate. Yes, npm run dev, and there we go. Hit refresh. The image should be displayed at the top. That's so cool. Okay, great. Go back to the navbar.js. Now as I just put the code and browser side by side for you. Okay, great. You can see the live changes. In there, just after this link, we are adding IUL. In there we have a button, and this button is connect wallet. Okay, great. Before styling this header, we need to add some global CSS. First of all, add this background color, and text should be white. Great. Now go to the Google and just type Google Fonts. Okay, in this Google Fonts, just type in there, which is Nyanto Fonts. No, this one, Nyanto Fonts. Okay, copy all those styles which we need for our site. First of all, 300 and 400 and 500, 6 and 7. Okay, 8. Yeah, almost we selected. At import, just copy this link from there and go to the global.css at the top, paste it. Okay, now just specify this font family at this level. Okay, cool. That's really cool. Come back to our actual project. Now let's style the navbar.js. Okay, great. And in the navbar.js, first we have header. This header have a border. Okay, great. We need border just from bottom, so we need to hidden border from left 0 and border from right also 0. Okay, that's cool. Define this background color, which is bg #1b2129. Okay, you can see a little bit difference in the background color. Great. Define the border color should be white and opacity will be 0.1. If you don't know about how I define the classes, go to there and just search as you want, just like border, and look at there. I have all border classes. Okay, and it should be search the border. Yeah, I have all the border properties classes as I want. You can learn the documentation. Even in this one video, you will learn everything from scratch. That's great. Now come to the nav, add a flex box. This is display flex. I hover it, it's displaying the property. Item should be centered. Look at there. Boom. Justify should be between. Okay, that's great. Define some width to this nav 10 by 12. It's around about 83%. Okay, and margin should be auto. That's great. You can see how Tailwind CSS is working very fast, very slick and cool. Okay, great. We need to define some height in the header, which is 9vh. Okay, cool. For alignment, flex item center, and this is in the center. Okay, and justify should be center. To this image, in this anchor tag, add a flex box, display flex item center. When I hit, look at there, it is in the center. That's correct. To this order list, also define a flex and item should be centered. Guys, some people not recommend these classes at every single point, but when we in the small device, flexbox will help us. That's great. Okay, in the button, add a type should be button. In the class name, first of all, add text should be large. That's great. Text should be blue 600. Okay, and add instead of border we are using ring just about shadow offset. Okay, ring 2, you can see a beautiful ring. Okay, ring should be blue 600. Okay, and rounder should be large. Rounded mean the border radius is 0.5 rem. Okay, and define a padding which is 5. That's great. From left and right I need padding 5. From top and bottom I need padding 1.5. That's cool. Okay, great. On hover I want just like these transitions. Okay, now in there the background color should be blue 600. Text, okay, and this should be, oh yeah, on hover state background should be blue 600. On hover state the text should be white. Okay, or you can change the color by slate 300. That's great. When I hover, the color is changing. Okay, add a transitions which is all. Okay, cool. Now it's so cool. Okay, on active state I want transform scale something. Okay, so just write scale should be 90, 0.9. okay, when I click, boom, it's it transitions. On hover I want also a shadow. Okay, there shadow should be large. Okay, and on hover shadow blue 600. Okay, when I hover it, boom, we have a beautiful button. That's great, guys. You can see a difference in there. We have a very responsiveness. Okay, for this responsiveness we need to define some screen. Tailwind CSS already have screens. Okay, if I search their screen and it should be displayed, yeah, customizing the screen. Tailwind CSS have already predefined some screens, but I want to define my own screens. Okay, that's great, guys. Add these screens in your tailwind.config.js. on Excel, maximum width 1200 pixel, large 991, medium 767, and small 550, extra small 425. That's cool. Okay, now move back to the navbar.js. in there, okay, great. At medium screen I want text should be small. Okay, that's great. At medium screen I want padding from left and right should be 4, and at medium screen padding from top and bottom should be 1, and you can see button is clearly responsive. Okay, that's cool. And maybe the text should be 500. Yeah, it's looking awesome, guys. It's looking awesome. At large screen button will be large, but at small screen the button will be small. And we need to define some text in there. In the span tag, just write NFTs. Okay, that's cool. Now the text should be large, or maybe it's 3XL. Yeah, great, 2XL. That's great. And text should be slate 400 or 300. That's cool. The font should be bold. Okay, and margin left 2. That's great. Yeah, it's looking same exactly as we want. Okay, cool. But maybe from large device we need to increase the width. Okay, and go back, and instead of this width 10 by 12 at large screen means 991 pixel maximum, I want width 11 by 12. Okay, 11 by 12 means 91%. That's cool, guys. That's so cool. Navbar is almost ready. That's great. Oh yeah, so cool, so cool. Okay, and now go to connect.js. Okay, in there, first of all, add a div. In this div we have one more div. This div is just for as a container, and this div is just for text. Okay, guys, I just copied all the text from project. Okay, you can write your own text as you want. Okay, great. In the very first div, just add a flex box, flex item center. Okay, that's cool. Justify should be centered, and add a height will be 95 VH. That's cool. Okay, cool. To this div again add a width because in this component have a height, therefore item center and justify item should be center. That's great. And for p tag, text alignment center. That's really cool. Okay, add a maximum width to this one will be 3 pixel. That's great. This maximum width will be applied from large screens. That's really cool. Okay, that's great. To this very first div, add a height 10 by 12. Okay, and margin should be auto. From large devices, I want width 11 by 12. That's correct. Okay, cool. I am selecting these h1s. Add a class name. Text should be 6 pixels. Okay. On medium screens, text should be 5 pixels. On small screen, text should be 4 pixels. Okay. Font bold and text slate 300. That's cool. And to this p tag, first of all, text should be base. Guys, if you worry about what is text axle, 6 axle base, you can search there, just write text, and in there you can search text base and you will find all those properties as you want. Text base and okay, font size. You will find all font size classes. Okay, that's cool. Now in there at medium screen, text should be small. Okay, and text slate 500. That's great. And margin from top and bottom should be 5. Okay, cool. Guys, our component almost completed. If okay, we need to add a button just like that. Okay, go there, add a button. Type of this button should be button. Okay, add a class name and connect wallet. Okay, background should be blue 600, padding 7, py 1.5. okay, great. Text should be large. On medium screen, text should be small. That's correct. Okay, rounded should be medium. Great. Add a shadow, also shadow blue 600, and this shadow should be large. That's great. On active state, I want scale 90. Okay, on hover state, I want translate y will be 2 and transition all. That's too much. Our component is 12. That's so slick, so cool, guys. Okay, if I go to large screen, it's fully responsive. That's amazing, guys. That's really amazing. That's great. Go to the footer.js. We are building footer component. In this footer component, add a footer element. Okay, JSX element. In there we have a div. In this div we have a p tag. That's great. In this p tag we have a copyright all reserved rights 2022 and jsstack developers. That's great. And there and copy terminates, and you can see footer is defined. Okay, go to the navbar.js, copy all the header classes. Okay, go to the footer and paste. Boom, footer should be added. Okay, we are missing this one. Yeah, we are missing. Great, footer is almost built. That's great. To this div, I am defining the flexbox. Okay, and which is flex item center, justify center, width should be 11 by 12 and margin auto, width, and text should be center. Okay, cool. To this p tag, first of all, text small, which is something wrong about 0.8. Yeah, 0.8. Great. Font should be bold, and text gray 300. Footer is already developed, but there what we have no scroll bar and everything is fixed at the top and bottom. Okay, great. To this footer we are position fixed. Okay, bottom 0, left 0, and right should be 0, and footer is fixed. That's great. To this navbar, similarly, fixed position should be fixed. If you don't know about this one, go to Tailwind CSS and just write position. Okay, and you can see all the positions in the Tailwind CSS. Okay, great. In there we have top 0, left 0, and right should be 0, and you can see the scroller has been removed. Great. But in the global.css, I want overflow hidden of this web app. That's great. If I large screen, boom, we have actual components. That's great. Everything is looking great. Okay, if we move back to small screens, as we look at there, it is fully responsive. That's really much amazing, guys. Okay, great. Now cut this footer, also remove this connect, also this one, this one, this one, this, and this. Our boilerplate is ready for next work. Now in the components, add one more file, dashboard.js. Add a functional component. Okay, and now go to index.js. Guys, I am understanding the huge logic of Web3. Okay, so first time I am injecting the dummy data, but later on we will inject real-time Web3. Okay, that's great. I am defining the address true, means to say that there is someone address existed of an account. Okay, that's great. I want to connect this button to this Thirdweb. Okay, cool. I said address existed. That's cool. There, if there's no address, I want to connect my web app to wallet. But if address existed, show the dashboard component. That's cool. And remove all this from there. And there we go. Wallet is connected, address existed, and dashboard is displaying. Okay, cool. If I do their false, wallet disconnected, address not here, and it displaying the connect components. That really amazing. We are working on React JS real-time logics. That's great. In this dashboard, add a div. Instead of this div, I want to add a main tag because it's a dashboard. Okay, great. In there, add a div. Okay, great. In this div, we have hero components, just like that. Yes, just like that. We have hero components. We have analytics components, and then we have NFTs. That's great. Now go to the components, add a file hero.js. There we have NFC. Great. In this hero components, add a div. In this div, you have two more divs. This for is text contents, other one is for image. Now in this div, add these texts. Okay, cool. And in that div, add an image. Okay, again we are using image from NextJS. Okay, cool. It should be imported, but don't worry if not imported. Import image from next image. It should be next/image. Great. This image should have an source, and this is one. I provide link in the description. Okay, cool. Add an alternative, which is hero/ethicon image. Okay, great. Decoding method should be async. Priority first, and width should be 400. Height should be 450, 100. Okay. Object fit will be fill. That's cool. Oh wow, we have another warning, unhandled runtime error. It says that hostname is not defined. That's amazing, guys. Every time when you are importing another domain images, you need to configure by event handler. Great. Go to config.js, next config.js, add one more image in the array. Okay, great. Now terminate this one and rerun, and this time the image will be shown, and that's so cool. Okay, great. Now style this component. Great. Add a class name. First of all, height will be 55 VH. Add a grid in this item center. Justify item center. That's really cool. Background color black. Add a border. Add a border color slate 700. That's really amazing. Okay, cool. Now add a position will be relative, and border radius should be medium. Okay, that's great. Now to this div, add one more grid because I want these items should be in the center aligned, just like that. Okay, that's amazing. Item center, justify item center, text should be center, and everything is in center. Great. Just style these at once. Okay. At desktop, text should be 5 pixels. Great. At large screen, text should be 4 pixels. At medium, text should be 3 pixels. At small, text should be 2 pixels. Okay, cool. Font bold, text slate 300. Okay, great. And again, to this p tag, margin Y from top and bottom should be 5. Okay, text slate 400. Okay, cool. Font and text should be small. On small devices, text should be very small axis. Okay, great. To this button, first of all, text should be base. Okay, at small screen, text should be small. That's cool. Padding should be 7. Okay, py should be 2. On small screen, padding left and right should be 5. On small screen, padding top and bottom should be 1. Okay, background gradient from bottom right, from the color from pink 500 to violet 500. The button is looking amazing. Okay, cool. Now add a rounded property which is border radius. Okay, add a shadow, and the shadow should be large. Shadow should be rows 600. That's cool. Okay, at active state, I want scale to 90. Okay, on hover state, translate y should be 2. Great. Transition all, and now button is looking amazing. But what is this? The color is not matching properly. Okay, don't worry. From pink, there we have 600. Okay, and to instead of blue, we need violet. Yeah, great. 600. Amazing. Button is looking very amazing, guys. That's so cool. Now we are styling this image. Okay, everything is fine. Great. To this image, first of all, in this div, add a height. The height will be 54 VH. Okay, add a position to this div, absolute. The top will be 1. That's great. Okay, left and right should be 0. Instead of left, I am defining the right should be 0. Okay, that's cool. Rounded medium. Okay, and overflow hidden. That's great. On small screen, left also 0. On small screen, right also 0. And image should be in the center, and instead of this, if we write, now let's define some opacity and index for this text content and image, because image behind the text. Okay, cool. In there, add opacity 100. Z index dynamically should be 1500 because I want to inject the image behind. Okay, great. And in this text content div, opacity 100 and z index should be 1700. Okay, cool. Go back to there. It's looking just like that, but what button is not just like that? Okay, maybe we should be remove these padding from small screens. And yeah, now button is looking great, just like that. Okay, amazing. But what we have a width from p tag. Okay, in the p tag, add a width will be 15 VW at large devices. At very large means to say that at very large. Okay, so at very large with 50, but on laptop or large devices I want with 11 by 12. That's good. That's really amazing, guys. It's working fine. Everything is fine. Okay, cool. Now let's define some width and margin just like that. Okay, cool. Go to dashboard.js. In there, first of all, in this div, add a width 10 by 12. Okay, cool. On large devices, similarly, width should be 11 by 12 and margin auto. Okay, cool. And there we need to define some margin top. Therefore, I am defining the margin right auto, margin left auto, and margin top dynamically will be 13 VH. That's cool. Great. Okay, we need to define some scroll events because I want to scroll this once. Okay, great. At this footer, we need to add also opacity. Okay, go to the footer components. First, remember that what we have opacity are these components. We have 1700 z index. Okay, at footer we already define the position because opacity always working with the position. Opacity 100 and z index at there should be 2000. And that's amazing, guys. That's amazing. Okay, and if I remove the margin top from there 0, you notice the navbar is also behind this component, which I don't want. Okay, that's really amazing. Now go to navbar.js. In there also position is defined. Opacity 100, z index should be 2000, and that's really cool. Great. Now in this the main tag, add a hide screen. That's really amazing. Okay, overflow y should be scroll. Great, overflow is working fine. But here what overflow is also working just like that, but the scroller is styled. Okay, don't worry, we style now. Go back to dashboard. In there, add a class scroll style. I am defining the hard-coded style for this scroll bar. Okay, cool. Go to there, and if I just define the classes, guys, I provide the code in description. You can copy from there, hit save, apply the code, and your scroll will be just like that. That's amazing. Okay, great. Go to dashboard, apply the margin as removed, which will be 17 VH. Okay, should be 300. Okay, great, cool. Now we are developing the analytics component. Okay, go to the components.js. There we have analytics.js. Okay, NFC. Great, guys, the analytics component is fully dynamic. Okay, great. In this component, first of all, we have a div. In this div, we have one more div in which we have h1 tag, which is called NFTs analytics. Okay, great. Now move back to dashboard and call this component analytics. Okay, cool. And move back to website. Look, we have title. Okay, this title have text should be 5 pixel at large screen. Text should be 4 pixel. Okay, and at medium screen, text should be 2 pixel. At small screen, text should be large, and font weight bold. That's cool. Okay, and text slate 300. Great. There, just text center. Okay, great. To this component, I am defining the height. Margin top will be, okay, let's check what we have. Our actual height we want, margin top should be 40. Oh, it's too much. 24, and it's also too much. 18 or 16. Yeah, maybe it's done. 14. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's done. Okay, margin top is 12. Great. If I set MY 12 from top and bottom, that's great. Yeah, cool. Okay, now come back to there, and to this margin bottom will be 5, because there we have analytics grid. Okay, that's cool. In this div we will define the grid system. Okay, cool. Now at the top we are defining the supply array. Okay, cool. In this array we have different objects. Title will be total NFTs. Okay, and count will be total NFTs supply. Okay, great. Similarly, total claimed supply and total unclaimed supply. Okay, there we have total claimed NFTs and similarly unclaimed NFTs. Okay, and this data is coming from dynamically from these objects. Okay, define all these objects at the top: total claimed supply, total unclaimed supply. Okay, cool. Now first go back to the dashboard. In there, add total supply, NFT supply. Okay, and just put 100. Okay, total claimed supply just put 50s, and total unclaimed supply also 50s. Okay, great. Data is added dynamically. Great. In there, I am mapping the supply array. If supply array existed or not existed, then map this array. And there we have value and index. Okay, cool. And add a div. In this div we have a key which is index. Okay, otherwise we will get an warning or error message. Great. Add a class name to this one. Okay, cool. In this div we have a p tag. There we have val.title, okay, and val.count. To this p tag I am defining the style of what we have. Yeah, cool. To this p tag I am defining the style text to Excel at desktop. At large screen text should be Excel and text slate 300, font bold. That's great. It's looking amazing. Okay, cool. To this count supply, margin top should be 1. That's amazing. Okay, cool. To this a single div I want to apply first a border. Okay, and the border will be slate 700. That's great. Rounded medium. Background will be black and background opacity 0.3 something. That's great, looking amazing. Shadow should be large. Okay, and shadow black will be 30, 0.3 something. Okay, cool. Apply the grid item center. Justify item should be centered. Okay, everything is cool. Just apply the padding y will be 11. Okay, Excel at Excel screen the padding by 7. Okay, cool. At medium screen the padding y will be 4. That's amazing. Great. Maybe it should be 5. Yeah, it's looking now good. But at the desktop mode I want grid system. Go to this div. First of all, add a grid. Okay, great. Grid calls 3. Amazing. In there, add a gap. Will be 11. Okay, that's cool. That's too much cool. Great. At last devices, the gap will be 7. Okay, good. And maybe it's too much. Gap is too much. Okay, great. At medium devices, the grid columns should be 2. Okay, it's great. But at small screen the grid columns should be 1 and it should be so much. That's so cool. Yeah, we just build analytics class screen. We have this ones. At small screen we have this one. So amazing, guys. That's so cool. Okay, great. If I go back here, and it's also looking amazing. Okay, cool. Now move back to the dashboard. We are working on NFTs. Go to the components folder, add a file NFTs.js or mint NFTs. Okay, I am just typing mint NFTs. I am very excited for this components. Great. Next, functional components. Okay, we should display the message NFTs. Okay, mint NFTs, and this one. Amazing, guys. It should be displayed, but okay, don't worry. Go to analytics, just copy this title div from there and paste there. First of all, we have our div. Okay, in this div, add a title, this one. That's great. Now it should be displayed. Yeah, its title is displaying. Great. But again, add a MY should be 11. Now NFTs title is displaying. Okay, so we have there two titles: topmost NFTs extraordinary collections. Okay, cool. There we have this one. Okay, and cool. Great. One more H1 and just copy this from there and paste. We have title extraordinary NFTs. That's great. But what is that? At large desktop we have very big title which is not cool. Okay, it's 5XL. It should be 4XL. Yeah, it should be 4XL. Go to analytics, 4XL. Guys, you can make a component for titles. You can make component for buttons. You can make components, every single components for H1P as you want. But don't worry, go through with these ones. Great. Okay, guys, here we are developing the NFTs grid. Okay, extraordinary NFTs grid. Great. I have a dummy data of NFT. Okay, we are mapping this NFT as an array, and what we can say that in there we have an array, and there I am passing dummy NFTs. Okay, great. As I mentioned, this is just dummy NFTs. Don't worry, we'll fetch later dynamic data. Okay, that's cool. And dot map. Cool. Great. In this map function we have a value and index. Now in this map function add a div. Okay, in this div we have one more div with image component. Okay, image component should be imported at the top. Yes, imported. Great. And this image have a source. Okay, val dot image, an alternative name which is undefined val dot. Okay, val dot name. Okay, priority should be high. Okay, decoding method is sync. Width should be 450. Okay, and height must be 430. Width, object fit, cover. Cool. The image should be displayed and looking cool. Okay, good. Now just after that we have a one more div and one more div. Okay, in the last div we have a button which mint NFTs. Okay, great. In the first top div we have two more divs. In one div we have a p tag called value.collection. What is the collection name of your NFTs? 100 ETH collection. Okay, and val.name. Okay, cool. In there we have a p tag in which we are defining val.symbol. We are working on Ethereum blockchain, so this 100 ETH NFTs collection will be minted on Ethereum blockchain, and there we have price. That's too much. Okay, NFTs metadata is transferred clearly. Great. Now let's style this one. Okay, to this image div, just add flex item center and see our changes. Boom, overflow hiddens. Great. In this div, first of all, add a background white. Okay, but the opacity will be 5. That's great. Amazing. Display will be flex. Cool. Item will be center. Justify between. Okay, great. Padding X will be 4 and padding Y also 4. Now guys, in this both divs I am defining the grid item center because these are in vertical. Great. And to this p tags, just select Ctrl D, all P's, font of all p tags bold, text small, and text color blue 500. Okay, great. Go back to there. It's looking just like that. Oh, we have color differences. The name of this will be lime. Okay, and the price will be purple. That's cool. And also the text should be base. Cool. In there we have a price in ETH. Okay, and the symbol should be in price. Great. But if you notice, we have a Ethereum icon there. Okay, in there define a div. In this div we have this image. Okay, don't worry, I just copy it, but I provide you link in description. Okay, cool. In this div, just cut this p tag and paste there. Okay, that's cool. Now add a flex box in this div. Flex item center. Cool. Justify around. That's great. That's amazing, guys. That's so cool. Yeah, so cool. Amazing. So much amazing. Okay, good. And if I goes bigger, oh wow, that's not, but don't worry, we need to define the grid. Okay, but first design this mint NFTs button. Okay, in this button div we have a flex item center, justify center. Okay, cool. To this button type will be button. Okay, amazing. Add a class name and go to the hero.js, and in there just copy style of this button. Okay, and paste this style. After pasting this style, you have button just like that. I don't want shadow large. Their shadow will be small. Okay, cool. And there also the button color different. Okay, but maybe it's very cool. Instead of this padding, we need to define width full. Okay, that's so cool. To this div padding X should be 4, margin Y should be 3. Okay, button looking amazing. Okay, and maybe we need to define a different color, but maybe it's cool. Yeah, button now amazing. Amazing button, guys. Yeah, I know it's amazing. Just remove this hovering if state from there. Now it's looking fine, working great. Okay, cool. To this whole card div, add a class called border. Okay, and the border should be slate 700. That's cool, amazing. Rounded should be large. Border radius 100%. Okay, grid item center. That's cool. Okay, amazing. And we need to define the index in every key divs. Okay, in every key components NFTs, they define the div. Okay, hit refresh. We have no errors, we have nothing. Okay, great. If I go to large screen, we need to define a grid in every single component. Great. Go to the div. Oh, we don't define any grid. Okay, don't worry. In there, add a div, and this div should be at bottom there. Okay, cool. Come back to there and just hit tab. Div is added. Okay, great. Now in this div, add a grid. Okay, when I add grid, it just changed now. Cool. Item just be centered. Okay, great. Grid columns at large desktop will be 4. Okay, great. The gap will be 11s, and instead of 11 it must be 7. That's great. It's looking just like that. It's looking just like that. Okay, amazing. Maybe we need to just decrease the gap of this English. Yeah, cool. It's so cool. Okay, and on large screen, the grid columns should be 3. Okay, great. On medium devices, the grid column should be 2. On small devices, the grid column should be 1. Okay, that's really amazing. Yeah, it's looking fine. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's so cool. It is fully responsive for every single device. Okay, that's good. But at medium devices, the grid columns should be 2. Oh yeah, we are missing calls. Yeah, should be 2. That's great. Guys, our site is fully responsive, but you notice the button is very bigger, which is not acceptable but with our design. Okay, go to this button style. The padding should be 1.5. Okay, great. And the text should be large at large devices. Even maybe the button is cool. Yeah, button is not cool. Okay, text base. Yeah, now button is cool. Okay, great. Our website approximately completed. Now guys, it's the time to move on Thirdweb. Okay, great. Thirdweb.com. build Web3 DAPPs easily in just seconds. How Thirdweb will work. Your application will interact Thirdweb. In this Thirdweb, you have a dashboard, powerful SDKs and contracts. Okay, these contracts will interact to the blockchain and your DApp will work successfully. Okay, great, cool. If you move down, you can see this powerful SDKs is work for every devices, web, mobile, games, even in different languages, Go, JavaScript, Python and React. Okay, that's so cool. These chains are working on the Thirdweb. Okay, you can build applications with these chains by using Thirdweb. Okay, that's great. Now let's start building. Great, I have read and I agreementing. Continue. Great, it says that connect wallet. You can use different wallet to connect this site. Wallet connect Coinbase wallet, email wallet, even Gnosis. This is paid project. Okay, that's great, but we are using Metamask wallet. Now let's move to Google and search metamask.io. Metamask is a crypto wallet on the top of Ethereum blockchain. Okay, great. You can send and receive swap coins by using Metamask. Okay, that's great. Metamask is supports all the browsers. Okay, instead of just Opera, because Operas have own wallet. Okay, download for Chrome. Just hit click and it's going to take you on Chrome Web Store. Okay, great. This is the web page of Chromium. Great. Add to Chrome and add extension. After some time, Metamask will be added into your site. Okay, cool. Guys, Metamask is installed. Okay, go to the extensions and in the Metamask, go to details, allow all these sites. Okay, that's cool. Also, in the pin, just pin the Metamask at the top. Okay, cool. Great. Close this. Also, close this one. Open the Metamask. It's popped up an HTML web browser. Okay, great. That was so amazing, guys. That's so amazing. Okay, get started. Create a new wallet. If you have already wallet, you need to import all the secret keys and the wallet is connected. Now create a wallet. I agree. Just hit the password. Okay, great. Password is attached. Now create an account of Metamask. Great. We have created Metamask account. Hit next. Okay. Here the secret words. Okay. Just read the information sometime. Okay. And then do this matters. Okay. Cool. Just click and this is words just like that. Okay, cool. I am copying this word in a blank description page. Cool. Go to next. Now we need to just paste this. We have hazards and again hazards arch game forum arch game Okay, now continue. Confirm. Great. All done. Wallet is created. Okay, cool. You can create more accounts, okay, as you want. Now go to the settings of Metamask. In there, first of all, the language should be English, okay, cool. Now go to advanced. In there, check marks all these things, great. Show all the testnets, show all the transaction nouns, okay, and also sync data with 3 box. Go to contracts. You have no contracts there. Security, there you can check your phrase, okay. You can add a new network, you can set alerts, experimentals, and much more, okay. Enable this cache UI. Also token detection. The theme you can use light or dark as you want. That's great. Go back, close this one, and boom. Just connect the Metamask by selecting the Rinkeby testnet, okay. Just check Rinkeby test networks, great. We are working with Rinkeby testnet, okay. This time we have no Rinkeby yet, so we need to get balance from the Rinkeby testnet. I am just searching Rinkeby testnet for search, okay, great. Enter. You can check all the links, okay, great. But I am going to the chain link dot faucets Rinkeby, okay. The wallet is detecting and connect automatically, great. If wallet is not connected, don't worry, we connect the wallet soon, okay. Hit connect Metamask, and boom, the wallet is connecting, great. Guys, you are working with Web3, okay, that's cool, so much cool. Now just check mark I am not report, send request of balance, okay. So these are transactions which is done in just seconds, okay. So wait for confirmations, great. As soon as the 0.1 testnet ETH is added in my wallet, okay. Now let's move back to the Thirdweb and connect wallet Metamask, okay, cool, great. Next, hit connect. Wallet is connected, great. Guys, it says that what do you want to build today? Today we are minting the NFT on ERC721 Smart Contract, which is NFT Drop. That's great. So today we are working on a release drop. Just click and NFT drop. That's cool. Boom. Just upload the image of contract metadata. Okay, cool. I am going to the NFTs which I have here. Okay, cool, great. And the name of this will be 100 ETH con. Okay, the symbol is ETH. Okay, the description, this is the 100 ETH Ethicon NFTs collection by jsstack developers. Great. Okay, cool. The payout setting, this one, great. And the percentage will be just 5. Okay, testnet Rinkeby, and we are deploying the contract. Deploy now. Guys, these contracts are pre-built, okay, because we are working on Thirdweb dashboard. In upcoming sites, we will write on smart contract in Solidity language. So hit like, subscribe, and share. And if you have question, then email. Okay, cool. It says that the gas fee is this one and the total is this one. Okay, cool. And it says that if you want to add a nonce, no, we have nothing. Okay, great. The data in there, what is this smart contracts is 32 bytes. Okay, the hexa values are this one. Okay, cool. Data is not loading. Okay, cool. Now hit confirm and boom. The contract is deploying on the Thirdweb blockchain. Successfully deployed contract. Hit subscribe my channel. That's great, amazing. Guys, you can set permissions for different person. You can claim the phases, embed the code. You can check the code behind this contract for front-end sites. Okay, you can change the settings, even general, primary sales, royalties and platform fees. Okay, cool. Now we are just creating the NFT drops. Create NFT drops, name of NFTs, and the selected file means to say that image, description and all the properties. But what you will create one by one all NFTs, it takes time too much. Okay, that's not fair. Great. So what we are going to do, we are uploading the batch. Okay, great. I am providing you a folder in my description in which you get all these NFTs metadata and the media files, means images. Okay, this Excel file have name, description, background color, shape type, accuracy, alpha score and collection. Okay, cool. Move back to the browser and guys must have the Excel file. Now guys, upload the batch. Okay, cool. Guys, ensure that you must fulfilling the requirements of these. Okay, just like example.csv, download example.json. Okay, the file name must be in example. Okay, cool. The NFT name must be added. Okay, cool. And optional attributes also, if you have, you can add. Okay, great. Now drag and drop the file, click upload, go to the downloads. Okay, and where your NFT is downloaded. Okay, cool. Select all the files. Okay, and open. And what we have, we are uploading all these NFTs in just seconds. Okay, click next and boom. So that is the decision making phase. It says that reveal upon a mint, delayed reveal, but we need to very fast, so we are uploading the NFTs. Okay, cool. It will take some time. Okay, it will pay some gas fee to the web. Cool. Metamask is popped up. It says that please give me some fee. Okay, it is requiring 0.002 point something gas fee. Okay, cool. Hit confirm and waiting for approval. Okay, great. Guys, NFTs are created on the Thirdweb dashboard. In actual, all these NFTs is created on the IPFS blockchain database. Okay, what is IPFS? IPFS is an interplanetary file system distribution on the base of Thirdweb, or you can say that on the base of blockchain. That's great. We are using IPFS in the real-time database. Okay, great. But this is provided by the Thirdweb dashboard. Okay, cool. Close this also. Great. The total supply is 18, claimed supply is 0, unclaimed supply is also 18. Cool. We need to set the claim, so click set claim phase and you will be pushed there. Okay. At initial claim phase, how many NFTs will you drop in this phase? I have 18 NFTs. Okay, cool. How much charge? For single NFT I charge 0.01. What currency do you want to use? I want to use Ethereum. The wallet specified now. Okay, how many NFTs can be claimed per transaction? Will be 1. How many seconds? Okay, cool. Now just save the claim. It will also get a fee for this claim phase. Okay, Metamask popped up and it will get some fee. Okay, cool. Great. Saving in just seconds. Guys, if you lost all the balance in the Metamask wallet after 24 hours, by those link you can get again the balance. Okay, cool. And the claim has set. Great. Now the Thirdweb dashboard is ready for next phase. Okay, cool. Now hit click docs and welcome to the Thirdweb. Great. Guys, this is the very cool explanation of the Thirdweb application. It says that application first interact with the Thirdweb. Thirdweb will interact to the blockchain. Inside the Thirdweb, we have dashboard, SDKs, and contracts. Okay, that's cool. Then blockchain will interact to the application. So it is a circle of blockchain DAAP by using Thirdweb. Great. I hope that you clearly understand how a Thirdweb works. Cool. Now let's move back to the React SDKs. Okay, the Thirdweb SDKs for React. Okay, we need to install some dependencies. Just copy, go back to the browser and cancel the browser. Okay, clear screen there and go to the command prompt. If you have bash in Macs and Linux, then cool. Okay, hit enter and it will install after some time. Till it's installing, I want to show you something. Guys, you can choose the starter templates. Okay, you can choose the quick start guide. Okay, and in the wallet connection we have different hooks. The wallet info we have also different hooks. In contracts we have different hooks. In NFTs we have different hooks for the data. Okay, but don't worry, today in this unique one video you will learn everything from scratch. Therefore I started the Thirdweb from scratch. I deleted my previous Metamask, set new wallet. That's so cool. Okay, great. Guys, hit subscribe button at below and subscribe my channel for upcoming latest videos. Now dependencies is installed. Okay, npm run dev. Cool, that's so cool. Refresh and the browser is starting. Okay, good. We want to connect wallet first. Okay, and where dummy data just change to dynamic data. Okay, go to the underscore app.js. In there we need to add a third web provider. Okay, third web provider. There, this third web provider have desired chain ID. This chain ID will be provided by an chain ID component. Okay, chain ID dot ring-key. Actually, we are identifying the actual test network for our website. The chain ID is ring-key test network on Ethereum chain. Okay, good. Now move back to the index.js. Instead of this true, we are using the hook use address. Use address. Okay, that's cool. It should be imported automatically, but don't worry. At the top, import the use address hook from Thirdweb/React. Okay, that's great. And it is compiled successfully. Cool. Wallet is not connected, address is not existed, therefore the connect component is displayed. Means to say that this time this hook is false. Now move to the Navbar.js. In there, first define an hook called connect Metamask. Okay, cool. Use Metamask. Great. This hook should be imported from Thirdweb/React, but IntelliSense is not working. I don't know why. Okay, don't worry. Metamask. Cool. And it should be /React. Okay, great. One more hook should be imported. In there will be address, and the other one is use this connect. Okay, great. We have errors. Resolving trajectories is not possible. Exports field request /. We have something error of / this one. That's great. Cool. Now cons address. Okay, and use address hook, and cons disconnect to wallet and use disconnect hook. Great. We are implementing connect wallet Metamask by on this button. If there is no wallet existed in there, I want to connect my site. If wallet existed, I want to disconnect my site. It's very simple logic there. Okay, cool. And I am passing this order list in there. Okay, and here we have a one more order list for our pop-up menu. Cool. Okay, and on click events, on click I want to connect Metamask. Okay, great. And it's a time to connect Metamask with our web. Connect wallet. Guys, I hit connect. If wallet address existed, this connect should be disappeared and display our actual site. I hit connect, Metamask is popped up. It's been working fine. Connect with Metamask, hit connect, and let's go. We are working on the real-time Thirdweb. That's cool, guys. That's so cool. Oh my god, I am very excited for this build. Okay, cool. Now If I move back to there, we are developing this component. This is a pop-up component. Very cool, slick, amazing, great. Okay, go back to our site. In there, what we have a div. If we examine this one, we have a div. In this div, we have two more divs in which we have images and in which we have our address and balance. Okay, great. In there, I am defining the three divs. In the first div, I have a Ethereum image and other one I have Metamask image. Okay, cool. And guys, I just added the Metamask image and the Ethereum image. Okay, look at there. Boom. I provide links in description as I told you before. Okay, cool, great. And now we are getting the error thirdweb.com is not defined in the Metamask image. Okay, and again what I told you go to next config, add domain thirdweb.com. okay, and rerun your terminal and this will be work properly. Okay, cool. And it's working. The images are displaying at the top. That's really cool. Okay, great. Now there we have a p tag. In this p tag we have an Ethereum balance. The balance is in the ETH. What will be? It should be 3.33 ETH. Okay, cool. Just like that, or this type. Yeah, in ETH. Okay, cool. And there we have a p tag. In there we have wallet address. Okay, we have already an address object. We can call the address here, and as soon as you can see the address is appeared, we need to be covered just like that. Okay, cool. What we can do, we can just say that in there, if this address existed, I want to change into substrings. The first substrings will be 0 to 4 ... and the other side of wallet address. Okay, again into substring and remove this one. Okay, there we have address dot length and -3, and this is the method to display the wallet address. You can see there we have also, you can change by 4, 5 as you want. Okay, that's so amazing and cool. Now in this div we are adding a grid. An item should be center. That's good. Okay, this piece have a styling. Text should be very small, axis. Okay, the leading should be tight. Leading is about line height. If I go to the Tailwind CSS, okay, refresh Tailwind CSS and just type leading and it says the line height. That's so weird. Okay, you need to just learn documentation first, implementing the Tailwind CSS. Okay, cool. And in there just after this leading we have text gray 400. Okay, cool, almost it's built. Now go to this div, add a border. Okay, cool, the border will be slate 600. Amazing. Okay, now add a background color. Black will be opacity 5, 0.5. Okay, cool. Now in there we are adding cursor pointer because I want to click on this one. Okay, great. Add a flex box, flex item center, justify between this one. Great. Padding X will be 3. Good. Add a gap will be 3. That's amazing. On small devices I want padding should be 2. Cool. The padding Y should be 1. Okay, great. It's just like this one's. Now just add the border radius will be medium. Okay, that's cool. But when I hover, I want just like that. Okay, cool. So go to the order list and there add a group, simple group, and position relative. Cool. On hover this, I want the border should be blue 500. Okay. On group hover, I want background slate 3900. Okay, cool. Look at there, it's looking great. Yeah. Okay, now on very small devices I want gap 200. Okay, good. And maybe we added the gap, so we remove this padding from here. Okay, great. Now on hover I want text should be white, and go to this P in there. Okay, on group hover I want text slate 300. Okay, similarly at address on group hover I want text slate 300. And good, we need to add our transitions in there, transitions all. Okay, and it's looking amazing guys, it's looking so much cool, just like that. Okay, we forgot to add the network, which is Ringkey. Okay, and in there add brackets, just type Ringkey networks. Boom, our component is built. Now if I move back to actual site, what we have this pop-up. Okay, cool. I'm providing you style and description, you can copy and add style this ones. Okay, great. Go to the there, add a div. Okay, and instead of this maybe we should be go through over the header. Okay, and but don't worry, we are saying if address existed only, we want to display this pop-up. Okay, that's so cool logics. I know, that's so cool. In there we have a div. Great. If I open this one, open the pop-up, and everything is in the form of div. In the first div we have personal wallet. Okay, cool. In there we have a span tag in which a message connected. Okay, great. Just after that another div we have copy wallet address component. Actually this is a component. This time I am not developing this, okay, but in upcoming videos we will develop also. Okay, cool. And there we have a network Winkibi. This time I am hard coded the network also, but in upcoming videos we will fetch dynamically from the Metamask. Okay, great. But if you will comment in description, then I just now push back from the server. Okay, cool. Type button and just disconnect. Now move back to the site and look at there what's changing. Done. Boom. Don't worry, we are styling right now. At very first div there, add a class name which is border. Okay, and the border should be slay grace 600. Okay, add a background black 50 0.5. okay, cool. Add padding 2.5. padding from top and bottom should be 2. Okay, add a flexbox item center justify center. Add a flex column. Cool, great. And item should be at start. Cool. And now there the text by default slate 400. Great, but we have unique divs, so don't worry. Okay, cool. Add a width which will be 13 or em. Cool, great. Add a rounded property for the border radius. That's amazing. Also add an absolute position. Also add top 0, left 0. Instead of left, we are adding right 0. Okay, cool. From right, it will be 7.5 rem. Cool. And from top, it will be 8 vh. Okay, amazing. On large devices, the right will be 2.5 rem, and it should be done. Maybe on desktop mode, right will be there. What is that? Oh, that's not cool. What is that? Okay, good. Cut this one from there and just below header paste it. Cool. Now the wallet pop-up is fine. Great. Actually guys, in there it is overlapping. Okay, cool, great. And also add a z index at this point. The opacity 100, z index should be z index should be 2000, yeah, 2000. Oh, it's not working because position is not specified, and we cannot specify position at this div. Okay, so you can see the z index is working properly. That's so cool. Okay, at desktop mode, the wallet pop-up is just like that, but at large devices, the wallet pop-up is pushed right very much. Okay, if I write 0, and it should be worked, but this time it is not working. Guys, you notice what I make a error here, which is right should be 2.5. Now this will be work for me. That's cool. I know, that's really cool. Okay, 1.8 and should be 1.5 or 1 RAM. Yeah, 1.3. And maybe on every devices it looks so cool. Yeah, great. So on large devices it's 2.5, but on medium devices the right will be 1.3 RAM. That's amazing. Okay, great. Now we are styling these all the items, and in there we have, first of all, text should be small and font bold. Great. Okay, and also add a flex box. Cool. Flex item center. Okay, great. To this point tag I am adding a class name. Margin left will be 1. Okay, and background should be line 300 and text black. Okay, great. And text axis, really cool. Padding 1. Amazing. And now we have rounded property, and the most important one is animated the pulse. Oh, that's so cool, guys. I am very excited. Great. And there py should be 0.5. Yeah, now it's amazing. Okay, great. And the personal wallet text color should be slate 300. Wow, that's so cool. Good. To this copy wallet address I am adding text slate 400. Okay, and text should be small. Great. And also to this one I am adding the text should be small and text slate 300, and also add a border. The border will be slate, or instead of slate just gray 500. Padding x2, padding y 0.5. Okay, rounded, and the width will be full. Amazing, guys. And to this disconnect wallet button I am going back to the NFTs component and just copy paste all the styling from there. I already told you you can make a single component for these buttons, but due to recording I cannot. Okay, cool. And remove this padding from there, which will be py. Yes, padding should be 1. Okay, and the text should be very small, which is small. Great. Yeah. Okay, and maybe we need to add some margins. Okay, the my is 1.5. Yeah, it should be 2. Great. The button is looking so much cool. Okay, great. But I am feeling the color is not unique. Okay, go back to the Navbar.js, copy this color. Okay, cool. Instead of this black color I am adding this dynamic color. Now it's looking very fine. Great. Okay. On click this connect button, I want to handle something. Okay. Great. Handle this connect. Great. Okay. Guys, I can use directly disconnect to wallet hook, but I want something new changes which I describing you now. Disconnect wallet, cool. Okay, when I click that, the pop-up should be disappeared. Okay, that's cool. And when I click that, it should be disconnected, and boom, the wallet disconnected. Connected, disconnected. That's really amazing. Okay, now add a hook state. I am defining the pop-up state. Set pop-up state. Okay, and this is an use state hook. Cool. Importing from React, and this hook should be at top order. Okay, great. At initial point it should be false. Okay, great. Now in there I am defining a callback function which is const on trigger pop up. On trigger pop up, I want disable this set pop up state to false, true. Okay, initial state will be false, but this time it's true. That's cool. And in this handle disconnect, I also want trigger this pop-up. When disconnect wallet button will be clicked, this pop-up also gets triggered close. Great. Now move back to this component. We need to define some dynamic CSS. Okay, that's really amazing and cool. Applying the dynamic CSS. Okay, so we need to use entire backticks and brackets. Okay, cool. Remove this backticks from there and also here. Hit save. Everything working fine. Okay, cool. I am just defining a variable pop-up state. Okay, if pop-up state exists, then I want to show something. If not existed, then something. Going back to global CSS, I defined some classes. On pop-up show, I want opacity 1, visibility visible, transform skew 0 degree, rotate 0 degree, translate y 0. On pop-up not show, opacity 0, visibility hidden, and transform this one. Okay, great. On pop-up show, go back to the Navbar.js, just put this here. Okay, great. On pop-up not show, go back to Navbar.js and put this one here. Okay, hit refresh and maybe it should be gone. Okay, great. We need to add on click event on this div. Okay, on click, I want on trigger. Okay, the function will be there, trigger pop-up. Cool. Click there, pop-up is displayed. Click there, pop-up is not. Cool. That's so cool, guys. That's so cool. And the one thing is we are missing transitions. At here, add a transition all. Okay, click there and pop-up is not disappear, but the button is also overlapping. Why it is we have a transition state in button. We don't need this state. Okay, cool. If I click and boom, that's great. Disconnect, connect, it's working fine. Okay, now we need to fetch dynamically this wallet address. Okay, already we have wallet address, but also this wallet balance. If I open the Metamask, the wallet balance is now 0.6983 Rinky by 8, but here we have 3.30 something. So move back there. Okay, add a use effect in tier. In this use effect, we are defining and handle balance function. Cons handle balance function. This will be a factor function. Okay, call this function there. Great. In this function we are defining an Ethereum object, okay, which is provided by Ethereum object is just a window. Okay, because we don't need window.ethereum just like that. Okay, we are destructing the object from window. Okay, good. Cons provider, and this will be new. Okay, ethers dot provider, sorry, there we have ethers dot providers dot web3 provider, and there I am passing Ethereum object. Okay, great. This function will be async await. Const accounts, we are requesting for accounts, so I am awaiting for the provider and then I am sending request. Provider send request it underscore request accounts, and this will be an array of objects. Okay, so const, we are getting the balance from there. If I console log the accounts and come back to there and go to the console, and we have an array which is address. Okay, great. Now this balance we are first awaiting for the provider dot get balance, and we are requesting for the accounts, and the accounts will be at 0 index. Okay, which is my first account. Great. In Metamask, okay, it should be displayed. In Metamask I have my account 1, so index will be 0. Great, because it's an array. Cool. If I console log the balance of this address, then it's in the form of big number, and this big number which is some values. Okay, great. We need to convert this big number. Okay, go to the Google and check, double check formatter big number, and there you will get a library called ethers.js. This ethers.js library tells about how can you convert hexa strings into numbers. Okay, Cool. You can double check or verify and learn everything from scratch from this website. Cool. So go back to there, and in there first we need to define a state. Okay, const balance state. Okay, set balance state. It's an use state hook. Okay, cool. And this state will be in the form of strings. In future we are updating. Great. Now let's move back there. Set balance state, and in there we are formatting our balance. So we are using ethers library, ethers.utils.formatter in ether, and providing this object balance. Okay, cool. Now console log balance state, and we have the balance, which is this one. If I open the Metamask, you can see we have same balance. Okay, that's good. Amazing, guys, that's really amazing. Great. Now move back to down in there and add the balance state in this one. So the balance state will be, okay, balance state I am converting into substring, which is 06. If I move back to there, hit refresh, you can see we have a balance in the form of numbers. Great, cool. Now let's move back to get the Rinkyb testnet dynamic name of the network. Okay, you can use Thirdweb hook, but I am using ETHEREUM library. Const there we have networks. Okay, const networks, and I am awaiting for the provider. Provider will get underscore networks. Okay, cool. And this is a function. Great. And network dot name. Okay, you can set default provider, default chain ID, and insurance address. If I console log this network console log, go back to the console, you can see we have objects. Okay, we have different objects: chain ID, insurance address, name, Rinkyb. If I console log the provider, there provider, you can see we have different Web3 objects, in which we have Metamask name, we have formatted types. Okay, we have JSON RPC fetch functions. Even we have everything. We have network promises, which is fulfilling our objects. Okay, and there we have network Rinkyb, and the insurance valid address is this one. Chain ID is 4, and default provider are those. Wait, so just comment out this one and wait. Now there dot name. So we need to define a one more state for network. Const network state, set network state. In there we have useState hook. This is an string. Great. So define this set network state here. Instead of here just define at the bottom set network state, and there we have network. Okay, cool. If I console log the network state, now we have our network name in which by our website is connected, which is Ringkey testnet. Great. Move back to the down, and where the Ringkey testnet is hard coded, just replace. Okay, add a span tag. In this span tag we need to define our Ringkey test network name by a state network state. Okay, cool. If I move back to there, we have Ringkey testnet and add a class name which is capitalized. Okay, text transform should be capitalized. That's cool. At top is there, also define this span tag, because if I open the wallet from here, and you can double check, we have Ringkey by it. Great. So just put span tag there. Okay, and yes, cool. And capitalize is not working here. Maybe we need to just refresh. It should be working. Yes, it is working. And guys, we completed our this component. Okay, great. Now go back to the mint.js. At here mint.js, hit save. Okay, here we are defining all the minting functions, but instead of this, if we go to dashboard, we need to define there everything in this dashboard components, because it's a root level component. Okay, so I am removing all the tabs and just open dashboard.js. Great. Now in there, first add address. Okay, use address hook from Thirdweb. Import this hook. Okay, cool. Also const NFT drop, and this will be use NFT drop, because we are using a single unique NFT drop. Okay, this one. So the contract address will be this. Okay, copy this contract address and move back to there and paste in there, and also import this use NFT drop. Great. In there, add and use effect. This should be imported from React. It's a top level function. Okay, great. This will be callback function, and it should have a dependency array. A dependency array will be NFT drop. Okay, if there's no NFT drop, return null. Okay, cool. Const fetch NFTs metadata. It's async function, and just like this one, Great. Fetch NFTs metadata. Great. What we are using, I am saying const get NFTs. Great. And there we need to await for NFT drop dot, and look at there, we have everything which we want. First of all, I am getting unclaimed NFTs. Okay, unclaimed NFTs. Great. If I console log get NFTs, you can see in the console we have all these NFTs metadata, which is we just uploaded at this one. We are fetching the real-time data from blockchain. So this is very cool, amazing, guys. I know, great. Yeah. Okay, and we need to define IO set hook at the top. Const all NFTs, set all NFTs. Okay, great. IO state hook, it should be imported at the top. Wait, now at there set all NFTs, in there get NFTs. Okay, great. And yeah, cool, very cool. Come back to there and pass this NFTs metadata, all NFTs, pass this as props, all NFTs. Okay, cool. Go to mint NFTs.js. Okay, and there destructure all NFTs. Okay, this one destructure there. Cool. If I console log there to double check what it is working properly, and again we have objects. Okay, great. And this one, it should be an array. Okay, cool. So in this array we have these objects. Great. Now instead of mapping this dummy NFTs, I am just comment down there, and it should be this one. Yeah, great. I just console log dummy NFTs. Instead of dummy NFTs, what I am mapping all NFTs and all NFTs. If all NFTs existed, then map. Okay, great. And also check this one. Great. And hit refresh. Connect wallet and check if we have data, and we have an error message. That's really amazing, guys. We have another domain error message. Okay, cool. Now instead of there, in the VSCode, go to nextconfig.js. in there add one more domain, okay, which is IPFS CDN domain for the web third images. Okay, we are fetching real-time metadata from the blockchain. Okay, great. You can see IPFS is the blockchain database. Okay, great. Go back to there, connect wallet, hit refresh again, and the whole NFTs metadata should be displayed there, and you can see event listener is not working properly, but don't worry, it will be work now. Oh wow, we have images. What is this? We have images, guys. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, I know, I am very good. Okay, and there we need to double check everything. We have image, we have actual name, and val dot, yeah, in there we have one more dot attributes, because if I go to the console, okay, in the console, if we console like this one again, you can see in there we have an objects, attributes, then we have collection, then we have everything. Okay, great. So in the attributes we have collection. Okay, just comment out this one. The collection is displaying. That's great. That's really great. Now we need to fetch symbol and price. Okay, so this symbol and price will be get by another use state hook. Cons, okay, cons in there what I am saying, NFT price. Okay, set NFTs price. Okay, great. Use state hook. This is an objects because we are fetching some numbers and strings. Okay, good. Go back to there. Here again, what I am saying the good thing is, which is cons price, and I am awaiting for NFT drop. NFT drop will get claim conditions. Claim conditions means to say that we are moving at the claim phase. We are moving at the claim phase and fetching this value, this exact value, and also this symbol. Okay, that's too much. Dot, there we have get all. Okay, great. Now set NFTs price, and there we have price. Okay, cool. Pass this price to this component, price, and sorry, NFTs price and NFTs price. Okay, go to mint NFTs and here NFTs price. Okay, great. Maybe when I just remove this one, yeah, great. And console log NFTs price. Okay, if I console log NFTs price, I have an objects. Go to console, we have there an array. In this array we have currency metadata. In this currency metadata we have decimals, display value, name, and symbol. Okay, great. This time the symbol is RIN, which is Ringkibi testnet. Now you can see we are getting an array of objects. So go back to dashboard.js. In this price, what we want, we need to double check first dot and our first index. At this index we have currency metadata. Okay, cool. Now we can fetch our currency metadata very easily. Okay, hit refresh and NFT prices should be in single objects. Okay, boom, we have our currency metadata. Okay, cool. So just comment this one and come to the down in there. Instead of this val, I am putting I am just adding NFT price dot symbol, and also NFT price dot display value. Okay, now move back to the browser, hit refresh, and let's check what happened to be there. And there we should have an okay, and boom, we have price in Rinkibi, and we have our actual price 0.01, which we are claimed there. That's so cool. Great. Now let's move back to the dashboard, and we are fetching now analytics of NFTs. Okay, first define 3 use state hooks. Now add these hooks in your code. First is loading state, other one is total supply NFTs, total claimed supply, and total unclaimed supply. Okay, at initial state, total supply is 0, claimed 0, unclaimed 0. Great. The loading at initially true. Okay, great. At this one, const, we have total supply. Okay, cool. We are waiting for NFT drop. NFT drop dot total supply. Okay, cool. Const total, or I am saying where is unique name, claim supply, CLM supply. Great, that's amazing. NFT drop dot total claim supply. Okay, and const unclaimed supply, which is await NFT drop dot total unclaimed supply. Okay, cool. So we defined all the contracts. Now we need to define all these states. Okay, remove this one from there. Great. So first of all, set total NFT supply. Okay, and add total supply. Great. And set total claimed supply. In there we have claimed supply, and set total unclaimed supply. In there we have unclaimed supply. Okay, cool. That's really cool. And now let's move back to there. If I remove these hard-coded values in there, what I am saying, okay, let's check, double check on live screen. Total NFTs supply. Okay, and in there, instead of hard-coded values, total claimed supply, and also pass total unclaimed supply. Hit save, and after some time you will get total NFTs, total claimed NFTs, and unclaimed NFTs. And that's really great. We have an error. Objects are not values at React child. Okay, found hexa values. So we need to convert total supply, total claimed supply, total unclaimed supply to number. Okay, great. And also there to number. Similarly, also there to number. Okay, cool. Now at the bottom, set loading state will be false. Okay, but at the top of these contracts, we are setting set loading state will be true. Okay, cool. Guys, you can make different use effects for all those contracts. Okay, but I am going through with one contracts, and we are saying one more thing is there. If there's no address, then return also null. Great. Now hit refresh and let's check what's happening to the hell. Okay, connect wallet. Great, working fine. The data should be displayed there, and you can see total NFTs 18, claimed NFTs 0, unclaimed NFTs 18, and also we have all these NFTs: brown, orange, sky, blue, aqua, task weight. Guys, we are working on real-time blockchain. If I goes back to there, and you can see in the overview we have green Ethicon, brown, orange, sky, blue. Okay, cool. And if you see the analytics, we have total supply, total claimed supply, total unclaimed 18, 0, 18, and there also the same. So guys, if you like my video, then hit subscribe, like, share and comment. Great. If you have any question, then email me. I provide a description. Okay, cool. Now we are defining the loading state at this mint NFTs component. Okay, before displaying this mint NFTs component, I want to add a loading state. This loading state, if there is loading, then I want to display something. If there is no loading, I want to display mint NFTs. Okay, that's cool. And this div add a class name will be height45vh, and also add a flex item center, justify center, scroll smooth. Okay, and smooth. Great. In this div we are defining the React loading components. Okay, so go to the goal. In there we have React loading. Okay, great. Go to the first link and just check React loading demos. Okay, we have their blank, balls, bars, bubbles, queues, Cylon, spin, bubbles, sparks. You can use everything as you want. This is very unique repository on the internet. That's really amazing. Okay, go to the sandbox and come back. So yarn add React loading. So in the terminal, yarn add React loading. This will install in some times. Okay, great. So in there we have a component React loading. This component have a type. Okay, this component have a type. If I hit npm run dev, then the server is running, and go back to this one. Okay, boom, we have all these loadings. You can use as you want. I provide you link in description. Okay, that's great. Now move back to there. At the top we need to import something, which is import React loading from React loading. Okay, this is a component. That's great. And move back to down. And here we have spinning bubbles. This is very cool, unique loader in these components. Okay, we have a color which is HCC. This is beautiful color, and the width will be 65 and the height will be 65. Okay, and also add a class name which will be flex and item center. If I hit refresh, the loading should be displayed at the bottom, and it seems that height is not working there. Yes, height is not working. It should be dynamically in array, and boom, the loading is working fine. Okay, cool. And after some time we have our NFTs analytics and then NFTs. That's great. And guys, there I am noticing something. This image is not rounded. Okay, go back to the NFTs Minter component, add the image tag of this NFT image, and in there add a style. Okay, in this style the border radius should be 0.5 rem. Great. Now it's looking great. That's cool. Our website approximately completed. Now just one more functionality is called minting. Okay, great. Now move back to VSCode and let's add functionality for mint NFTs. The wait is over, and now on minting NFTs, I am describing a function. Great. Okay, we need to add a double check, which is if there's no NFT drop, no wallet address, then return null. Okay, great. First add a quantity. Quantity will be 1. How much NFTs you want to mint? You want to mint. Okay, great. If I move back to the Thirdweb, in there go to claim phase, we define we want to mint per transaction 1 NFT. Okay, cool. If I go to the code, you can see we have all these functions which we used in there. Okay, great. Everything is defined there. Okay, claimed NFTs, unclaimed NFTs, address NFTs, blah blah blah, each and everything. But now this time we are facing claim unique NFTs on specific wallet. Okay, cool. Move back to browser, and there, great. So what is there? NFT drop dot claim to. I am seeing my address, my contract address will claim an NFT on the base of address quantity. Great. And this fulfilling the promise, so I am using then. Okay, cool. In this then we have a transaction. we will get an transaction ID. Okay, cool. And this is async callback function. Great. Now if there's any error, we will catch an error message. Great. Now at this const, first we have a receipt of transaction. So transaction dot ID, but there we have an index, transaction dot receipt. Great. Const claimed NFT transaction, which we are claiming the NFT dot ID. Okay, cool. Const NFT data, and we are awaiting for this data. So transaction index 0 at data. This will be a function and test create. Console log all these received claimed NFT data. If there is an error, then console log a message, and this message will be NFT could not minted. Great. And there we have error dot message. Great. Now just pass this function to this component. Okay, cool. And call this function there. Go back to NFT mint button. On click event, I am calling this function. That's great. On every single click, a unique NFT will be minted. That's great. So let's move back and also open the console and check what happening will be there. Okay, console, now hit mint, and something is happening there. The Metamask should be popped up in some time, and let's wait. And boom, we have Metamask notification. It says someone is minting the NFT at price 0.01. The gas fee is this, and the total price is this one. Okay, there we have hexa values. Look at there, we have address uint 256, which will be an image. This also an image, address, and task weight. And we have also data. Look at there, function type is claim. Okay, in which we have all the contract address. That's great. Now hit confirm and confirm, and after some time we will display a console log NFT is minted. And let's wait. And there we go, NFT is minted successfully. Okay, that's really cool, guys. How it's cool that I am very excited for that project already. Okay, great. You can check by refreshing this. The green icon will be gone, disappeared. Okay, and also at the Thirdweb, if you go back to overview, you will have total supply 18, claimed supply should be 1, unclaimed supply should be 17. And there we go, we have minted one NFT. Great. And there also we have all the metadata exactly. Let's wait until it's fetched. And there we go, we have claimed NFTs 1, unclaimed 17 also in our site, and one NFTs is minted. Okay, the question is that how we can check the claimed NFTs or minted NFTs, and how we can see NFT is minted. Okay, now let's move back to the Google and search React hot toast. Okay, the first web is this one. It's have very unique documentation and very cool stuff. Okay, good. This is for success. Header, multi-line, you can as you want. Okay, that's great. Cool. So yarn add React hot toast. Go back to VSCode. In there, just terminate your terminal and yarn add React hot toast. Again, double check from there, React host toast. Okay, React hot toast. Great. Enter and it will be just installing in seconds. Great. It is installed and npm run dev. Okay. Move back to the browser and go to the documentation called make me a toast. Okay, cool. Go to the docs and there we have this one. So copy this one from there and go back to the dashboard. In there, just import this toast at the top. Okay, cool. So at this level, what const notification. Okay, cool. Toast dot loading, and this will be set minting the NFTs. Okay, great. In there we have some objects. You can set duration, and the duration will be should be or 500, and even it's a loading, so don't need any duration. Add a style, that's great. Background should be white. This is an objects, that's great. The color should be green because it's loading. Font weight should be bold. Okay, and the font size should be 16 pixel, which is 1 rem, and the padding is should be 0.7 from top and bottom, and 1 rem from left and right. That's cool. And also make a one more block there, which is finally, because I want to dismiss this notification when NFT is minted. Okay, and in there just add toast dot dismiss and notification. That's good. Okay, cool. Hit save and come back to there there we are just defining some JSX. Okay, so toast and T, and here we have some objects. Okay, I provide you this code in the description. You can copy and paste. Okay, cool. I am just copying the code from project and paste it. Okay, as I mentioned, I provide you this code and description in a link. Okay, this is very unique code. This SVG is just for double check success, and this mint NFT minted successfully. In there we have a testnet link which is collection 100 each. If I go to testnet opeansea.io, okay, hit save and go back opeansea.io, and it should be testnet. Okay, and go there. If you go there, first you need to set your profile. Okay, Metamask, sign in by Metamask. Great. And when you sign in, you will get a NFT which is you minted now. Okay, and this time it's saying 100 Ethicon version 2 because I have already one account here. Okay, cool. So NFT 1 is created. You can see NFT is minted successfully. Okay, great. So you can set your banner image just like that. I am setting banner image. Okay, and you need to pay some gas fee to set this banner image. Even you can change your icon. Okay, and I am adding my logo, which is okay. I just add the logo just like this one, and it should be minted. Okay, and it says that profile is unnamed. Don't worry, go to the profile, setting. In this setting, just set a username. Okay, I am just setting the username. My name is Ahmed.js. Okay, cool. The bio is software engineer. Okay, smart contract developer. Great. Yeah, I know it's great. Engineer. And my email is this one. Okay, you can connect your Twitter account. You can add your Instagram, your website, which is my website, jsstack developers.vercel.app. It's not deployed even, don't worry. Hit save. Great. And it said we are sent you an email. Please verify your account. Now let's move back to Opeansea testnet. Okay, cool. And in the collections, you have an NFT 100 each version 2. Okay, great. If I click this NFT, you can see all the metadata of NFT which is we are minted from our website. That's great about NFT. The detail, everything you can go and minted 15 minutes ago. That's great. Okay, you can sell, and that's good. Great. That's amazing, guys. That's so cool. Okay, great. So just copy this link from there, and instead of this 108 Ethicon, just paste this generated new link. Okay, that's cool. Now in the catch block, I am adding a one more toast, which will be NFT not minted. Means to say that when there's any problem, this will notify NFT is not minted, check the console. Okay, great. And this time the style will be background red or hash f2023. It's an string. Great. Its object color should be white. Okay, cool. And the font size, and again same 16 pixel. Padding also same 0.75 rem and 1 rem. Okay, the font weight should also same bold. That's correct. And finally block, we are already dismissing the notification. Okay, cool. Now we need to call this toaster component at this level. Okay, and tier. So at hero component, I am adding a toaster component. The position of this toaster component top center, and the reverse order of this component is loading. That's great. Now move back to our actual project, hit refresh, and let's test what if it is working. Okay, cool. Also refresh here, and should be displayed everything, but not displaying. Don't worry, go to my collections. In there we have our collections and this one. Okay, and entered Ethicon version 2. Maybe there's something error, therefore there's nothing displaying. Don't worry, look at there, we have one item, one order, and floor price available. Okay, great. So go back to our website, and data is displaying. Okay, now just click mint NFTs, and boom, there we go, NFTs are minting. That's great. We have a toast notification, NFTs minting. Until the Metamask will get popped, NFTs minting toaster is loading. Great. Hit confirm. And we have an error message. Link is not defined. Okay, great. So move back to there, and where? Yes, there. Link should be defined. At the top, import link from next/link. Okay, again hit refresh and connect wallet and wait for NFTs are listed. And there we go, NFTs is minted already. Okay, don't worry. If I go back to collection and boom, we have two items, which is green ethicon and brown ethicon. If I click the brown ethicon, look at there, we have again the metadata and everything. It's minted 2 minutes ago. That's great. Now go back to the website again. Let's check if NFTs are minting successfully. And Metamask is popped up. Okay, hit confirm. And NFT is minted successfully. You can dismiss this toast from there, or you can view on the Opeansea. So hit view on the Opeansea and this will be open this page. That's great. Item 3s, but hit again refresh. Guys, I don't know why Thirdweb is too much take time to display the data, but maybe in future it will be fine. Okay, great. We have our NFT which we are minted now. Okay, just refresh this one. If I click there, some seconds ago someone is mint NFT. That's great. Okay, that's so cool. If I go to the dashboard, there we should have claimed NFTs 3, unclaimed NFTs should be 15. And there we go. That's great. And there should be displayed. That's great. Our website is working fine. Now guys, let's add a functionality for this button, view collection. Go to the hero.js. Okay, at this component, we are adding a function const view on Opeansea. Okay, cool. In here we have an URL, and this URL will be this one. Okay, just copy this URL from there and paste it. Now window dot open URL target underscore blank. That's great. So just call this function at this button. On click event, I want to trigger this function. Okay, that's cool. And this is URL. Great. So move back to the browser, hit refresh your site, view collection, and you will move to this Opeansea testnet account. That's great. Amazing guys, that's so cool. So now it's a time to deploy this project on the Vercel. Okay, dashboard is working fine. Now let's deploy this project on the Vercel. Okay, again double check, disconnect wallet and connect wallet. Everything is working cool. Okay, great. So I just opened my GitHub account and hit click new, and Ethicons NFTs JSstack. Okay, add a description. This is Ethic 108 Ethicon NFTs collection powered by JSstack developers. That's great. I am just set the public for you guys. Okay, great. Create repository and just git init, git add, git commit, git branch, git add remote origin and git origin. Go back to there, and in your system you must have installed git. Okay, that's great. I just deleted this one by opening the git bash here. Okay, cool. So git init, great. I am first checking the git branch. It's the main branch. Okay, cool. If I go back to the browser, it's there also. We have main branch. That's cool. Hit clear. Git add dot and everything is added. Great. Git commit and this is the beta version, so I'm just typing version 1 beta and great. Version 1.0 beta testing. Guys, great. If you will face any error, you face anything, you can contact me. Okay, now git add remote origin and this is remote origin. Now if I check git remote v, you can check my this origin of repository. Now git push add a stream -u origin main, because we have branch main. Hit enter and in just sometimes this will push our data on the GitHub. Okay, that's cool. Move back to browser, hit refresh, and there we go, we have our project. Okay, that's so cool. That's amazing, guys. That's really amazing. Great. I just improved the readme of this web project, okay, for you guys. Now let's move back to the Vercel.app. Okay, Vercel.com. Great. This is very cool, simple, unique site on the internet and very fast engine for deploying the sites. It's very free. Great. Now sign up or logged in. Okay, I already have account, so I'm going to the Vercel. It's take me to logged in. Okay, great. Hit click new project and it says choose your repository. Yes, I want to import this repository. Okay, I have no output settings, I have no environment variables, so let's deploy and let's check what if we have some errors. Okay, Vercel is preparing for deploying. Let's wait till it's deployed. And finally, everything is compiling. Great. Build completed. If we move back to top, and there we go. Vercel is deployed our site successfully. Go to the dashboard and boom. Even we have an email from the Vercel. If I go back to the Gmail account, okay, and you can see I have my own domains. That's great. Officially, we'll use this link. Okay, great. It said connect wallet. I have no wallet in this browser, so I am not using there. Great. Our website is working properly. You can view the logs. Okay, great. Even you can check everything as you want. Great. Now there, hit connect wallet and boom, there we go. Next, connect. Guys, this is our deployed version on the internet of our site, and it is fetching real-time data from blockchain. Okay, we got some 2 errors due to network connection, so I need to hit refresh and boom, there we go. I got my balance and address as soon as. Great. Even NFTs, total claimed NFTs, unclaimed NFTs will be displayed there. Okay, let's wait until loading, and there we go. So now it's a final test. Let's mint NFTs. NFT is minting. Guys, you can see everything is working properly, smooth, cool and great. Metamask is pulled up, and there we go. We are paying for NFTs. Hit confirm. Okay, let's go. That's so cool, guys. I am very excited for that project to add in my portfolio. That's great. Now view on the Opeansea, and there we go. We have 4 items. Okay, hit refresh. Okay, it is not updating, but don't worry, after some time this will be updated. Okay, hit refresh here, also refresh there, and boom, there we go. We have 4 items, guys. We have 4 items. That's holy shit, that's really cool. Oh my god, we have our minted NFTs. Even we have accuracy 23%. Oh, description detail, and a minute ago NFT is minted from deployed version. That's so cool. In the Metamask, you can check the claimed ID, transaction ID. Okay, and you can check everything. Even you can view on the block explorer, which is Rinky by ETHEREUM scan.io, and you can check transaction hash, status success, block is this one, timestamp 1 minute ago someone is mint NFT at this time. Okay, from a contract address is this one. Okay, great. If you go to Thirdweb, and you will match the contract address 0xa140. Similarly, we have same address, and that's so cool. They say that someone is transferred 0.01 Ether from this address to this address, means NFT is minted. That great. We have token ID, we have 108 collection. If I click there, I will move to the summary of NFT collection. Even we have transaction hash, we have method, we have each of NFT from and to. Okay, just click there and you have metadata. Click to see more, you have everything. Okay, good. That's so cool. And there you have your smart contracts. Oh my god, actually that's so cool. I have not believed we developed this Thirdweb blockchain project. Oh my god, that's my goodness. Okay, disconnect, connect, disconnect, connect. And this is the final. Okay guys, if you like this video, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, and if you have any query, feel comment below and email me. Okay, thank you very much.
Game over.